Okay, so we got, okay, while these things were being done, okay, then you got an ablative absolute here, right? Okay. Oh no. Yes. So we got with one legion having been sent according to custom, okay, and then frumentatum is a supine, which means to gather grain. Okay, hang on to that thought for a minute here. Okay, then we got this, which was called the seventh. Where does that go? Who does that go with? Yeah, so we got, like, with one legion, which was called the seventh, having been sent according to custom to gather grain.
Ooh, with one legion.
I just repeated the same thing. I just stuck which was called the seventh in there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so grain was really important. Why was grain really important to the Romans? You don't have grain, you don't have food, right? And I don't know, like modern day soldiers have like MREs, meals ready to eat. Okay, so frumentum or grain was kind of the MRE of the ancient Roman diet. So it was kind of like cream of wheat, but it's made of corn, like grits. And they used it as like a porridge, and then like scavenged for whatever else they could find, like, you know, you had to put in it. Yeah. So soldiers were given a ration of this frumentum, this grain, once a month or twice a month, and they had to carry it on their back. So everybody had to carry their own food as they marched. And so our word forage comes from frumentum, which means to like go out and find grain. Okay, anyway. Okay, so then we've got, okay, so what I think is kind of interesting about this is you see how he spreads the ablative across the line like this? So it shows him like spreading out his troops as they go and forage grain. I mean, you know, that's my expert analysis from having read this several times.
Could you also make the argument that like it's to? Oh, wait, never mind. Because that's what I was gonna say. Could you talk about how it's like the rations are kind of spread out because they were talking about
Yeah. Yeah. So he has to send them out to get more. Right, because they just got shipwrecked.
Should we be able to make such assumptions when we're
Yeah, by the time we get to the end of it,
you can basically say in your essay. You can like say anything about text as long as you can like
back it up with some Latin. Yeah. And it's not like total BS, but yes. Okay. Let's see. Nor, or and not. Okay, because this is another ablative absolute here. Okay, so we got and not with any suspicion of war at that time having been entertained. Since, this is a cum circumstantial clause, right? Since part of the men, meaning the British men, okay, part of the men were remaining in the fields
We have to read.
It's just a compound. They were staying in the fields over and over again. Okay, so part of the men were remaining in the fields. Part also were coming over again and again into the camps. Okay, this sucker is called a frequentative verb. Okay, which means, okay, how I know that is because, see, it has this like T-I-T that repeats right here. Like it has a consonant that repeats. So it's like something that happens over and over and over again. Like,
Are there not other verses that have that? But I don't know. I just haven't heard it before.
a frequentative. Like the English word repetition. The T-I-T in repetition.
Like I'm thinking of like constitute, that one, like that verb.
Yeah, but that's part of the stem of the verb. This is not part of the stem of the verb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see now.
Okay. Okay, so if part were even coming, you know, over and over again into our camps, what does that mean to the Romans? Yeah, there was no like threat of imminent danger. Okay, some people were in the field, some people were in the, you know, being buddy-buddy with the Romans. Okay, so Caesar's building suspense for what's going to happen. Okay, then this part kind of tricked me up because that AE usually think of as dative. Did y'all put it as dative? Y'all put it as nominative? Okay. Yeah, it's nominative. Okay. Those who were on guard before the gates of the camp. So I'm thinking this is the Romans. Okay, those who were on guard at the gates of the camps reported to Caesar okay, and if you report something, what are you looking for then? Indirect statement, yeah. Okay, so this is your accusative indirect statement. Okay, and here's your infinitive. Okay, so they announced that a larger cloud of dust than why do they not ever tell me the words I don't know? What's consuetudo? Okay. Than the usual brought.
Oh, it's custom.
Okay. So then custom brought. Then was usual, right? Was seen in that part which the legion, hold on. I got to get two in the parts in there. So that a cloud of dust, which custom brought in that part. I think I'm gonna erase this here. Okay, and then put it here. So like which custom brought in that part was visible into which part or into which direction the legion had marched. Okay, it says in your book that this quam right here is a relative clausive characteristic. What does that mean? It's going to have the subjunctive. Okay, and it describes the type or kind of place which the Romans had made their journeys.